What's up, peeps? I'm just not much, but I'm watching Mr. Hobbit here. This is a great film, man. This is truly a classic film, and I can't believe it's just like it's changed the whole way I look at film now. I always thought movies were quite well done, and all the CGI and all the glitz and glamour and all that stuff, and it was also very high tech. Now all of that's just underneath the rug, man. We have now leapt forward in time with this stuff. They're gonna make more movies, you know. Ultimately, you're gonna see Star Trek. You're gonna see uh, the new X Wolverine with all that stuff. But after seeing how freaking fluid and beautiful and crisp the imagery was for the high frame rate version of this movie, I personally feel like watching regular film is gonna be, a downgrade in quality. That's my thoughts on that. It's like, I've been going to movies for a long time. But when you're a little ass kid and you're watching a movie, it's remarkable because you don't think about it as a film, You think about it as a real happening going on. That's the point of a movie. A movie is supposed to be like an illusion. The story should be so powerful that you don't even worry about how well the movie's made or whatever. Like, the best movie experience I've ever had, honestly, was the first time I saw Star Wars trilogy. I got that for Christmas in 1997, and I sat there as a kid watching all three movies back to back. And thank God the internet did not exist back then, because, yeah, man, childhood bliss. I was just completely caught up by the story. It didn't matter what anybody was saying about the movies or none of that shit. That's why I try to impress upon people online that you can't sit there and tell a child this movie sucks, it's not that great. Something like Superman Returns, for instance. When that movie came out, a bunch of grown fucking men and women were like, oh my god, a gay dude directed it. Oh my god, Superman's supposed to be this way, not looking at Lois Lane. For me personally, the movie had such a quality to it that, as an artist and as a very, for me, I'm an immature dude and all that shit, but also as like I can remember when I was a kid watching the entire Superman series, I didn't give a fuck about this wasn't that way or that wasn't that way. I liked what I liked, I enjoyed it. So from that experience, I can definitely say that Superman Returns goes over very well with little kids. They sit there and they watch from first movie to the last one, and they just enjoy the whole damn thing. I see kids all the time at work. I see them at the airport. And it's not hard to take a step back and realize that children are very much the same way you were when you were a kid, and they're not worried about the complex political bullshit or whatever the hell. A movie's just a time to escape and enjoy yourself. And that's what it's supposed to be. So that's what I'm trying to say, man. Like, for instance, just keep that in your mind. A lot of people online are very jaded. They live in a little bubble. And I have to admit, I was that way too. I felt like, oh my god, the world revolves around what I think. But the truth is that a kid sits and watches. Me personally, I loved. Um, when I was a kid, I watched the Batman movies, all of them. The only movie that really stood out as weird as fuck was Batman and Robin. But even so, I enjoyed that it was a continuation of the Batman Forever stuff. I love Batman Forever. That was my shit, man. Cause that was when that was really when that was my Batman movie. I wasn't even freaking alive. I was born in '86. Batman came out in '89. And Batman Return. None of that stuff was mine. Batman Forever came out during my time. So it was really my Batman movie, and it was good. And I love the suits. The suit upgrades are badass. The little thing Batman does when he pushes a button and his suit turns into something silver or whatever, and the fire. That's just awesome stuff. So the problem with Batman, I was really, really hyped up for Batman and Robin to come out, and I was like, oh my god, Batman and Robin, woo, yeah, yeah, I was so happy. And then I went to see the movie in the theaters. Yeah, I went to, I don't remember how it happened. I think usually my father took me to the movies just, every so often, and just happens at that moment because I wasn't on the internet. I don't know how kids today do things. They're probably a lot more smarter than I was, but I wasn't on the internet. I wasn't I wasn't looking in the local paper for nothing. If we went to the movies and there was a movie showing, that we just went to it. I went and saw Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Ninja Turtles 3. Sadly, my childhood is pretty much, oh, I saw every single bad movie that came out in the 90s. So everything that was terrible. That's how I lived. I went to a freaking horrible movie and just sat there and go. The only time a movie that was really good was when we went on the cruise and you know, they played Lost in Space and Man in the Iron Mask and this awful Fran Drescher movie. But and I saw Titanic in theaters back when it actually came out, and that was the first time I saw some titties, and I was like in a midpoint where I was kind of interested in girls. The only thing I wasn't interested in titties yet. Fucked up thing. When I was really looking at girls as a kid, I was looking at legs and ass. The titties weren't that interesting to me. So when I first saw Titanic, the fuck, when I first saw Titanic, I was like, you know, yeah, it was nice to look at. It wasn't nothing special to me. I wasn't that concerned with the titties. Now I watch the movie and it's like them titties is nice. So it's a different feeling now. What else to say? Um, it's just I mean, um, I'm not. I'm shutting down the blog. I'm not gonna do that shit no more. I don't want to do that shit. You know, it just brings back a lot of bad feelings to me. I don't want to do that crap anymore. It's fun, but ultimately it's just gonna come down to I like boobs. I want to fuck a bitch. I see titties every day. I see girls every day. Like I was walking over to the store to go get something to eat, and this fucking cute Indian girl was walking down the street. She's probably in high school or some shit. And I'm thinking, man, I want to fuck her. That's about it. You can't do nothing, cause I'm 26 years old. No, I don't look that old, but you know, I am. And so I was like, damn, she's hot. That's all I can do. And there's girls all over the place, fucking young pieces of ass all over the place. The thing I don't understand about this society is, they put you become a teenager at some point. You go to school. Personally, for me, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I went to an all boys school. You definitely do not need to do that. If you have a son and he's a young kid and he's getting up there, you send his ass to a unisex school where he's gonna find some pussy immediately. Because now, when you get up to 26, it's hard. It's fucking hard. You can't get nothing. I wish I went to a regular public school full of girls all over the place so I could just sit in class, and if I get bored with the school bullshit, I could look at a pair of titties or an ass or something like that. Problem with New York is that it's mad fat ugly girls over here. If you would go to school in Florida, you'd be straight. There's nothing but hot chicks down there, white girls all over the fucking place. Every girl, I mean, honestly, that girl I was talking about, she was hot, so I was really, you know, she was looking at me like she wanted to get fucked a little bit. I was like, I wish I could. I really wish I could, but Chris Hansen and all that shit. These bitches, man, they jail baiting, man. You gotta be watching your ass. Um, It's not my world, man. That's the problem. If I had it my way, when a girl wants to get fucked, fuck her. Don't wait for no 18 shit. I don't know what the hell. They fucking already. I know I'm gonna get the fucking, anti-sex police on my ass, but you can't tell you can't say all these fucking movies and shit are about, teens in high school who want to fuck some more, so, that's the truth. They want. I wanted to fuck all through high school, and now here I am. I still want to fuck. So I figured something out though. I take these things called lecithin and choline, which lecithin has choline in it, and that's why my brain's working 10 times better than it used to. So that's what I'm saying. If you work in a job that's very intense and you need mental power, you just a person who, like me, was figuring that you had to just live your life without having the, you know, that feeling of wholeness and completeness that you used to have as a kid. It's because your brain's deprived of choline, which is absolutely necessary for your neurotransmitters and cell structures to stay intact. My fucking brain was messed up. That's all it was. It wasn't because I just, I got depression or some shit like that. I was, I didn't have the nutrients. Choline is produced. I think it's something I read that it's produced by the body, but it's not much of it. You need to supplement it in your diet, or you're not gonna have enough, and you're gonna be so fucked up. So I impress upon, I don't know. For me personally, I got to the age of 19. Things were going well. I watched porn. I enjoyed it, and then one day it stopped being fun. And I figured maybe I'm a faggot or something. But I know I'm not a faggot. I like titties and ass. So something must have been wrong. Turns out, if I was, I mean, honestly, I don't ever want to go back to college. You know, never, ever. I don't want to go back to the military. Well, I had a good job. I was working at the TSA, making 15.75 an hour. I could have afforded an apartment somewhere, a decent little car or something. I could have had bitches coming over to my apartment. But the problem was my brain was always constantly just feeling drained and achy. I had a tension headache, and now it's like it's not even it's not it's not even that big a deal. It's there, but I don't feel it that hardcore anymore. And the reason is because I just put back in my body what it used to have, choline, and it's all there online. Just Google CHOLINE, and you will find every documentation on how this stuff, you know, is a necessary nutrient for the body. You know, I'm trying to help y'all out because nobody helped me. I see young people every day, and I don't know. I'm going through life same as you guys. I don't know exactly what to do or what not to do. This world is so fucking weird, man. We have all this great stuff, all this great technology, and yet when it comes to sexuality and shit, we just say fuck that. Why even mention it? So and people will tell you go fuck yourself. I don't care about you. So that you have that side of the tracks. I don't think we should live that way, man. We all in this boat together, man. Um, but before this video goes down, I think it's gonna go down. I'll make a second part because I want to talk about the this thing I was thinking about. Be right back.